people, Carlito here once again, this time with a video on my thoughts on the upcoming update that will probably land in about first or second week of October. Now we know this because Supercell have said that there's going to be a fan meetup in San Francisco on the 25th of September, and if it's anything like the last time they did something like this, I think it was probably around about 2 weeks before the update landed after that that meetup session. So this is what they've said. It's going to be, as I said, a fan meetup on the 25th of September in San Francisco. And if you're in that neck of the woods, you might, and you've got the time, you might be able to get down there and see what's going to be coming in the next update. And also I think they talk around the game generally, and it's probably quite a neat thing to do if you are really into Clash of Clans and you're in the vicinity on the 25th. Now the last time they did this, they introduced us to a few new things in the game, fairly major changes. So one thing was the leagues, which that was not in the game before. So they introduced us to that. They also give us the level 7 Tesla, I think, and they introduced the Golem as the new Dark Elixir troop, which was probably quite a major deal back at the time. So this time we can probably also expect that they're going to announce something quite major in terms of a game change or a game addition, and we might also get to see another Dark Elixir troop, because at the second we've got 5 troops, but there's still 5 slots left to fill, and I think they'll probably give us another troop in the next update. So that's what I think will happen. Hopefully there's some people with good video cameras on the day, and we get to see at least some videos of what the guys who get to attend will experience on the day, because I think there's going to be some fairly major announcements, and it's always good to get these things from the horse's mouth as opposed to whispers and sneak peeks and stuff. So the last time they did this, there was a few good videos knocking around, so hopefully we will get something similar this time. Now, in terms of what I think is going to come, these are my thoughts. They're just my opinions. That there's no basis for them in terms of facts or anything, but I just think these things will come in this next update. So I'm looking for some kind of inter-clan wars. Now that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to fight each other, or people in our clans will fight each other, but I think there'll be maybe some sort of competitive additions to the gameplay that we might be able to use. So for example, my clan might be able to have a battle with your clan to see who can raid the most loot in a given period of time. It might be one of the seasons, or maybe it's about Dark Elixir, or it could be how many mortars we can destroy, or basically, because they've given us all of these stats in the profile page, I'm thinking that a competition around who raids the most and who's acquired the most might be interesting, and people on the forums are already talking about stuff like that, who's raided the most gold, and I think it's quite an interesting topic, so that might come. As I said before, I think we'll probably see a new Dark troop, and if you think about the Dark Elixir troops, they are not really anything like the normal Elixir troops, so we'll probably see something that operates completely differently to anything that we've seen before. So it could be a troop that targets resources, but maybe it burrows underground and pops up underneath the resources. Who knows? They can be quite creative when it comes to Dark Elixir troops, so that could be quite interesting. But hopefully, I'd like to see something that targets resources, a bit like a goblin, because we've only got the goblin that does that right now, and another troop or another option would be really cool. So we'll see. I also think we'll maybe see something around defense sandboxes. So this is where you'll test your base against artificial intelligence attackers, and just to see how it holds up, whether your traps are in the right place, whether your hidden Teslas are going to be effective, all that kind of stuff. So we might see that as well. I know some other games do that. Gameplay balances, this is mainly because they've introduced the hog change, and the witches has had a bit of a refresh, so she was given a bit of a nerf. But when we see those kinds of changes, sometimes Supercell will introduce balances a few weeks later on, just because the new changes sometimes kick things out of kilter. So we might see some small tweaks. Now, mini in-game events, I think this could be kind of single player, but again based on, you know, raiding gold or raiding elixir, how much you can do. And if you hit a target, maybe they will give you some sort of gem reward, or maybe they'll give you rewards in terms of gold and elixir and dark elixir. But I think, you know, trying to do other things other than raiding each other, they might introduce something on that front, because other games are doing it and it's quite interesting. So maybe Supercell will come in and do it better. Who knows? So they're my thoughts. As the weeks go by, I guess I'll maybe revisit those and see if I still think the same. But hopefully, as I say, we see some sort of clan wars, because that'd be quite cool and a lot of people are asking for it, and a new dark elixir troop, fingers crossed, that targets resources, because as a farmer I'm really interested in resources. So I'm not that bothered about troops that target defences and those kind of troops are not that big a deal for me. I'm really interested in things that are going to make my life as a farmer easier, more efficient, quicker, loot more, and anything around loot and raiding I'm really interested in. So that's me. What do you think about the update that's going to come? What are you hoping for? What do you not want to see? Let us know. Now, if you look at my army camps, I'm doing I guess a kind of BAM attack, which is barbarians, archers and minions, although I'm really rubbish with BAM. Some people in my clan are doing really well. My clan being Opus Revolution. Let me just try and move this around so you can see it properly. I need to move the dark elixir as well. But yeah, we've renamed the clan Opus Revolution, and there's some people in our clan who are really getting excellent at the BAM strategy, and they're raiding well over 10 million a day, you know, 13, 14, maybe even some more. So it's a strategy that I think I need to get to grips with if I'm gonna compete with the best of them and get these level 10 walls done anytime soon. So that's my gameplay actually. I'm now just focused on doing level 10 walls. Still not gone to Town Hall 10, but we'll see. And until next video then, it's going to be bye from the King, bye from the Queen, and I'll see you soon.